Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of my new subscribers. And of course, thank you for all my continuous subscribers. I am up headed to North Carolina from Tennessee. I am glad, guys, there is no more snow. No more snow. No more freaking snow. I'm over the snow, man. I had to pick up this load yesterday and it was a disaster. It was a complete and utter disaster. Thank you. I thought y'all wasn't gonna let me out. But yeah, it was a complete disaster because all of my straps were frozen. There was so much ice underneath my rail, underneath the bottom where I have to move the straps around, so that I can strap the load down. It was just a mess. And it was so cold. It was like 13 degrees. Well, it's actually cold now. It's 8 degrees. Well, at least I'm not outside. But, so that's a plus. I got about, how many hours? I got about 6 hours to get to my destination. But I should be there before 3. Yeah, say I'm getting there like 1:27, give or take. So we're going to hope. We're going to hope and pray that we get there with no mishaps, no accidents, safe travels, and all of that good stuff. But it's a good morning. It's Wednesday. And I actually feel really good. I slept pretty good. Jadis, he wound up coming down, getting out of his bed and getting in my bed because he was cold. Not Mr. Always, Mommy, can I turn my fan on? I'm so hot. He always so hot. But he came down there today. He like, Mommy, I'm cold. But it really was cold, as you guys can see, because it's 8 degrees out this joint. But for whatever reason, I don't know, my bunk heater wasn't working, because that's what I started doing now that I have my weighted blanket. I can keep my weighted blanket on and keep his keep my other blanket on top of it, and let him just kind of be up there because he always has that fan on. But I started just cutting the heat on like maybe to like a quarter, and then on both sides, so it's still warm and it's at my feet. So as long as my feet be cool, I'll be like, all right, I'm good. But for whatever reason, it was blowing out all this cool air. So I'm actually going to talk to my company and let them know, like, hey, not sure what's going on with my bunk heater, but it needs to be fixed because it's cold out here. So yeah, I'm going to talk to them about that today, because I'm not trying to be cold at all. I don't like being cold. I'm anemic and I be freezing. It be beyond cold. Like it takes me a minute to like warm up. Yeah. But with that being said, it is a beautiful day. The sun is coming up. As you guys can see, it's still not fully daytime, so I'm basically going to watch the sun come up, which is sometimes usually a part of my routine. But yeah, it's been a good little run these last couple of days, I can honestly say. Besides the snow, it has literally been a good, run. I haven't had too many issues or anything like that outside of, my straps being frozen. But for the most part, it has really been good. And I'm thankful for that because, things could always be different. But as I said, I don't speak on those bad things. I always try to look at things in a positive light. And that's where I'm going with that. But yeah. Oh, and I was able to get into the gym yesterday. I had to pay my membership fee or something like that. It was like a late fee or something. I had to pay that because it popped up when I went in. So I went in a little late. I'm not a little late. I went to Planet Fitness yesterday, maybe about like 7. I really didn't film anything or whatever because I forgot my mics in the inside, and I had my headphones on. Just was trying to like get back in the groove. So I actually went late. I didn't go in the morning. Just was trying to get started. That is my thing. Like, I just need to get started. If I can get started, then you know I can continue. And I didn't go this morning because I parked at a rest area. There wasn't I wasn't close to a Planet Fitness this morning. But I'm going to try to go again today. If I don't go again today, as I told you guys, I have my mini stepper in the back. I'm going to go do that in the trailer. Get my 30 minutes in, and if longer, then that's what I'll do. But making myself accountable. But yeah, so that is my goal for this week, to just stay consistent, or to at least get to the gym. Get to the gym and get at least a half an hour in. And if I don't get to the gym, I could do basically home workouts. I want to get me one of those walking pads, like a walking treadmill. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I could put it inside my trailer for me to be able to use it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've been looking for like a good one. Something that's not too heavy though. I know I could strap it into the trailer and stuff like that, but I just, you know, I don't want something I got to keep lifting up and whatever. I just want it to be enough so I can just get in there and work out, and that be that. Simple. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have been a show I've been watching. I don't know if you guys are watching or have been watching. I think I said this in a previous video, or no, on my live. I was basically saying I started watching The Oval. It's like cheesy, predictable, but it's really good. Like, it's just like the stuff that they are doing in this Oval Office is just like insane. And I'm pretty sure, as bad and as messed up as our political system is, it is nothing like this. Or I would hope it's nothing like this, because that show is terrible. The kids are terrible. The president, the first lady are terrible. They have this one Secret Service agent. He's like the worst, and he thinks like, you know, they all think they're like above the law, and it is like insane. If any of you guys watch that, you guys know The Oval is terrible. Like, it's a great show, but the things that they are doing is just like, man, they be like having you on the edge of your seat, like, well, what's gonna happen? It's crazy. And it's so crazy to me that it's really mixing with that show Ruthless. Like, yeah, Tyler Perry keeping his actors working, okay? He keeping them working, because all the seasons got like 20 plus episodes, or like 22 something episodes. So yeah, and they on their 5th or 6th season now. I think like their newest season is out right now. That's what made me like, oh man, let me just check this out. Let me see what's up. Let me find something to watch. But yeah, that joint is crazy. Crazy. My lips are dry. I put my Carmex in. I don't have it in my pocketbook today because I didn't have one, a pocketbook protector, so last night, so, and I forgot to put it in. But it's actually warm because I had to get up and cut the truck on. Once Jada said he was cold, I got up, cut the truck on, and then cut the heat on in the back, and then we was good. And then, y'all, of course, he got hot back there, so I had to turn it off, but he still stayed down there with me. I kind of miss his little butt down there with me, but he's still too wild. He too big. Like, he tall. Both of us, let me have my space and you have your space. And he loves his little space up there, so hey, keep it. I don't want it. my tail for whatever reason. Ridiculous. It must have been like a little dusting yesterday. Look at this little dust in the snow they got. A little dust. A little dust of snow, nothing too major. That's what I like. My truck is a filthy mess. This older guy was like, man, you was trucking through that snow, huh? I was like, was I? I said, it was terrible. He said, where you coming from? I was like, in Pennsylvania. He was like, oh, it was rough. I was like, yes, it was, sir. Yes, it was. And I got stuck. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I got stuck and it was freezing. Had to get out and fuel. That's one thing I always do though. Like if I see like, or I feel like it's gonna be like some type of stop or something like that, I always make sure like my tanks and stuff are on full, because I ain't trying to be stuck nowhere and can't run my heat, it can't run the truck or nothing like that because of fuel. No way. No way. It is way too cold out here. Way too cold. Way too cold. But yeah, look, the sun is coming up, guys. Well, it's coming up all the way, or maybe the trees are not blocking it as much. But yeah, yo, my eyebrows still look good, don't they? Because the girl don't got no eyebrows, but yeah, my hair, yeah, is still a little cute, but I still got my curl. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't hate on eyebrows, y'all. This is tinted. I go to this lady where I used to live at. She does a really good job. She keep on trying to convince me to get this micro blading or shading, I think that's what it's called. I'm a little hesitant about it because like these go away, so you know, like, I can look cute for a couple days, even though I'm cute outside of my eyebrows, but I can look cute for a couple days extra, and I don't have to, you know, feel like I got put eyeliner and all that on because I got these old eyebrows. But micro blading, shading, whichever it is, she said they last up to like 5 years, and I think you go through like 2 or 3 different processes or something like that. But the girl that actually did my makeup for my girlfriend's party this weekend, she said she could actually do it, and I might go to her because her eyebrows look nice, and she's like a lighter skin tone, like she's lighter than me, and hers, she got them like this brown color, and they look really, really, really nice. Like I was like, oh, they look nice, you did that? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, girl. So I might have to, you know, support that black-owned business and not that other business. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my hair. Oh no, it's still. Oh yeah, I can't wait to take these. I gotta start taking them out because I already set my hair appointment for February 1st. I'm gonna get me some butterfly locks. I'm debating the locks though because I feel like they're gonna be so heavy. So I don't know if I'm gonna get the faux locks or the faux locks with like some added human curly hair because I cannot deal with that synthetic stuff. So I'm debating if I want the faux locks or the butterfly locks. I might get the butterfly locks though and make them into like a bob. I think that's a real cute hairstyle. I never had it and I always wanted it. So I think that's might be one of the options that I go with. But yeah, I'm just continuing on my day, ramming, you know. Yes. Waiting for Jadis to get up. It's 7:36. Oh yeah, so we on Eastern time now. It's 7:36. Let me check, see when his class starts. I think he don't got class till 8:45, which is his art. I think he has art today. He doesn't have a lot of classes today anyway. Like yesterday, he just had science. They went on like this virtual tour or something like that, which is pretty decent. Like if you guys have any children or you know someone that's interested in like homeschooling their children, tell them about CCA. It is a really, really, really great school. honest to God, like, the teachers are very interactive with these children, and that's one thing that I love about it. Like, they participate in everything. They don't miss a beat on anything. They literally took a virtual tour to like this science kind of greenhouse, and he was telling them about like all the different fish that they have, like catfish, koi fish. He was telling them like how like their flowers grow and stuff like that, because that's what they're learning in science. And at the end, not at the end, like once they left the virtual tour, they took a break. And that's another thing, you know, like they were in there for like an hour or something like that. I think they were in there from like 8:30 to 9:30. Then they took a break from 9:30 to 10:30, just for the kids to go eat, play, do whatever they do, and they got back in. And then they did like this thing called Nearpod. It's something that they work on while they're in class, and they can be interactive with each other. Like they all be on that little thing or whatever. And they got on there and drew whatever they learned or what the questions they wanted to ask, and it was just like really, really decent. Like I really love his online school. I do want to get a little more active with being able to do like the real field trips and stuff, because they have field trips. Like you can meet up in like Harrisburg and stuff like that. They have really good trips and stuff that you can go on. But y'all know, because I'm an over-the-road driver, we're not always home for those times, and they be having like picture day and stuff like that. I missed that. The biggest thing that I did, and I didn't even know it was going to be that big, was his graduation. There was so many kids, their parents, you know, supporters of the children. Some of the teachers came down. One of his teachers from last year had came down. We got to finally meet her in person, Ms. Reed. Yeah, that was really, oh, he don't even have no class today, y'all. He just got his speech at 11. Speech, his, not class, but his speech with his speech therapist at 11. So he got a chill day. Let me make sure that's at 11 though. Yeah, 11:30. So yeah, that's all he got. And he do his math check-in day. So he just got to check the box. Okay, Thursday is when he start his back to his full day or whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, for real, if anybody is thinking about homeschooling, don't like think of it as being overwhelming, because that's what I thought it was going to be, especially because I knew like I was driving this truck. I'm just like how am I going to get this stuff done? And then, you know, actually I was overdoing it and like kind of overwhelming myself last year, because no one told me that hold on, y'all, let me make sure I'm going the right way. 10 miles, okay. No one told me that like once they participate in the class that they don't have to do the work that's set up on the computer for the people who don't attend the class. And I didn't know that. The teacher told me that this year, because she always would be like, oh, Jadis, are you doing your work? Let me see your work. And he would do it, and he would like show her and stuff like that. Or I would like, oh, you know, I think one class I said, you know, well, we'll do it after class or something like that. So when everybody had left, she was like, you know, hey, Miss Ross, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah, of course. She was just like, no, the reason why I tell or ask them to see their work and stuff, because that's how they get credit for their work and stuff. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that, because I knew like we had to submit it after this class. She was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not understanding what you mean, like we have to submit it. She said if he shows up in class, he doesn't have to submit anything after that. And I'm just like, huh? And she was just, so she sent me like a whole screenshot of like, no, like if they attend class, you just click through the stuff. You never have to go in there and submit that stuff, because that's literally doing the same thing that they did in the class. And I was like, oh, see, nobody ever told me that. I literally was like, it was so frustrating, y'all, last year. And it's just like, you know, being new and trying to figure it out. We started in January because I had to pull him out of like his private school at home, put him on the road. There was an issue with childcare or whatever, so I wound up pulling him out and putting him on the road. So we started in January of last year, and it just was, you know, getting acclimated with the system or whatever. But like he was attending class, and then like I would like